Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. This is Jacqueline Kinoti, your transformational life coach. So today I'll be talking about possible signs that you can know a child has been sexually abused. You know, when I talk about this topic, most of the people are not able to have the courage to talk about it. Most children are being sexually abused at the places that they are supposed to find the safety, or the people that abuse the children sexually are those people that they are supposed to protect them, and therefore this damages the core experience of a child. Having been a victim of child sexual abuse, I have healed those impact of sexual abuse. That's why I'm here to educate people so that they can know what are those signs that you can know maybe a child has been sexually abused, or maybe if you have been sexually abused and now you are an adult, you can still heal, and so that you can able or to live the authentic life without projecting pain, without living in the pain that can sabotage the good things that you have in your life. So in the previous video, I've talked about what is sexual abuse and possible ways or various ways that a person can be sexually abused. And so today, let's talk about the signs. You know, there are so many cases that people share that they have been sexually abused, how it impacts them, how they are living in this pain, how they can't move, they can't succeed, they can't have a relationship, how they can't deal. The pain is too much, the pain is too much, the fear is too much. And now let me talk about how can you know if a child has been sexually abused. And one of the signs that you can know maybe your child has been sexually abused, so that you can take precaution. You know, in our society, some people they say, yes, I believe that blood is thicker than water, but if it is the same family or the same people that you call family are abusing you and they remain silent, they want to portray this a good image on the outside, but there are those people who are hurting in those families. So there are various ways that you can know if your child has been sexually abused, and one of the ways is a child becoming withdrawn. When a child has been sexually abused, and maybe there is no one they can be open to, there is no one who they can share to, they keep to themselves. You see, most of the children, they once your child will tend to keep to themselves, to be by themselves, and that is the sign that can show something is not good. Another one is uncountable fear of particular places or people. Maybe this child has been used to stay with someone, and now you see the child start just changing. They don't want, they start fearing a certain uncle, they start fearing a brother, they don't want to be left at home with a particular person. As a parent, you need to ask yourself why. Don't just shame this child. Don't just have a time that you can listen to the child, and maybe they can be able to open up. Another way is the outburst of anger, because they feel when a child has been sexually abused, they feel there is this someone has wronged them, and they don't know how to express this anger, because when kind of this sexual abuse is happening, mostly it happens in the dysfunctional families where maybe someone is not allowed to express themselves. Now, if even the child has been sexually abused, they are not able to express. Now they turn it internally, they turn the pain internally, and then they start having this anger outburst. Another sign is the physical sense of unexplained soreness or bruises around genitals, sexually transmitted disease, or maybe pregnancy. When you see maybe a child has this constant sexually transmitted diseases, or maybe there is soreness, or they have bruises in the genital areas, then that could be a possible sign that maybe this child has been sexually abused. Another sign is sudden and extreme personality changes, mood swings, and feeling insecure. A child that has been sexually abused. Sometimes maybe as I've seen, if the child was once jovial, you see now they are just sad. They don't want, if maybe a child was able to express themselves, sometimes they are not able, or maybe they want that child was used to go and play, and maybe they are finding that now as a parent you need to ask yourself what is going on, or as a caregiver you need to understand what is going on, or this child is no longer trusting people because these are the same people that are doing damage to them. Another one is unusual sexual knowledge or behavior. So you'll notice maybe a child will start having knowledge that maybe you know very well you haven't taught them, or you know very well this child has not been having this kind of knowledge, and then you start seeing a certain change of behavior. You start seeing an explainable knowledge of something maybe that you have not taught, and you know very well that you have not addressed that is now a possible sign that you can know this child, someone is doing something, or someone is abusing them, or kind that is start grooming that is taking place. Another one is difficulty walking or sitting. If a child has been sexually abused, sometimes there is not sometimes there is usually pain, and therefore the child might not be able to walk well or sit well. If you see this kind of change, behavior change, then you know something has happened. Then you know when a child has been traumatized, I usually say that what hurt the child is dealing with the trauma alone. But if you can able to realize or to understand very early, so that you can able to give this child support, then the impact could not be so much as the same way as if the child was not supported. Another way is regressing to former behavior such as bedwetting. You know, this child has not been bedwetting for so long time, and all of a sudden they start bedwetting. Know that maybe you have to interrogate to know what is happening. Another thing is self-harm. You see when someone is dealing, or the child has been sexually abused and they are dealing with this pain within them, they feel that this person has wronged them, they feel that maybe they are not good enough, that is why this person is abusing me, maybe they feel they are not worthy, they don't deserve. Then you start, because they don't know how to express or to deal with this pain, they start doing self-harm. They are hoping at least if I calm myself, then this pain is going to go away. So if you see some signs of self-harm, know what is happening. Another, and the last one is unexplainable money or source of gift. You don't know, or gift. When a child, maybe someone is grooming them, or maybe someone is sexually abusing this child, you know, the abuser may use or may approach the child in form like they are loving. You know, sometimes maybe her father can sexually abuse the child, but give them gift. Now, if for example you see the child has money that cannot be accounted to no one, you have not given them money, or they are this kind of gift that this child is receiving or having, then you need to sit them down and understand what is happening. We know our society, I don't know if it is ignorance or what, but many people, many children are being abused at those places that we call safe places that we call home. And it is very important as parents, so that we can heal our resolved baggage, so that we can able to embrace the conscious parenting. You are able to know what is your child, because you are present, you are conscious in how you are parenting, you are able to be present in what is going on with your child. Because when the child has been sexually abused and not supported, or not guided through to navigate through this trauma, then it can have a lot of impact later in life, which I'll be talking in the next video. So it is very vital to be very conscious when you're parenting, because as I've seen, being a victim, you know, some things that happened to me, I was not able to express them, and But I used not, the way my parents used to leave me at home and go to work, I arrived at a point that I couldn't want to be left alone, and I became this person who used to stay indoors because I feared maybe I might encounter someone there on the road who might do something, do hurtful things to me again. And so that has, it has and a lot of impact in my life until in adulthood, when now the pain was too much. But you watching this video, I don't want you to be at that point that this pain is too much and you feel like nothing you can do. Usually say that it's no situation that is hopeless when you have a proper professional guidance, when you have professional help, that you can able to overcome this pain. You can be able to heal this impact of trauma. That's why I'm doing that. That's why I believe that if we can able to address the impact of early childhood experiences, then if we can able to heal the impact of trauma, then I believe people can able to reclaim their authentic self. They can able to reclaim their personal power back and be the person that they were meant to be, exploit their full potential. Because when you have all these unresolved issues, that when people feel, I have fear, I can't do this, because there is that fear inside them, and that you can need. There is no situation that is hopeless unless you watching this video says that my fate is fixed, I can't change, that's how I am. You can't change if you're committed, if you are intentional. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.